Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to brand new day Road to TCG Worlds 2018. If you're watching live with me on Twitch, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. And if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps out the channels. So, the channels, everything. So, I got top 16 at Mexico City Regionals with ZoroPod. ZoroPod won the tournament eventually. I won the special event in Mexico City last weekend with ZoroPod as well. I did make a few changes from the list that you guys saw from last weekend to this one. Most importantly, the Latios. Latios on 110 HP basic psychic type Pokemon. Huge props to Russell apart from someone's PC for reminding me and encouraging me to try out the card. Latios was pretty good. Latios was the MVP for the weekend. Latios was one of the reasons why I went 13-7 against BUZZROC with a Zoroark deck, right? Essentially, I went over 66, I had a 65-35 BUZZROC matchup with a Zoroark deck, and that's pretty insane. And that's due to the Latios and the double new, all the psychic type defense. The attack breakthrough is insane, dealing 30 damage to the active and 30 to the bench. The 30 to the bench allows you to chase down the Remraids. The psychic type and the high HP means you do survive a Jet Punch, you survive a Sledgehammer early on, which which Zorua can do, which Tapu Koko can do. So this guy was one of the reasons why I was able to do so well. And also, first round I opened Latios, I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And then I was up against Zoro Guardi, and my opponent opened double Ralds, and I went second, so I went 30-30 on turn 1. And then on turn 2, as is normal, he whiffed the Rare Candy Gardevoir on turn 2, and so I went 30-30 on the 2 rounds, and I got double knockout that way, which is pretty incredible. So anyways, that's pretty much the only big change that happened. I dropped the Kukui as well, which you guys can see is no longer here. The rest of the Pokemon stayed the same. Tapu Koko became Latios. The second Enhanced Hammer became the second Evo Soda, and the Kukui became Flowstone. That was the only change that happened from 1 week to the next one. I don't want to go over the deck once again, as I did last time around. Essentially, it's the same ZoroPod deck that came through in London Internets back in November. But you have the added Psychic defense along with the Grass typing to have the whole weakness advantage over BUZZROC, which is the main line of defense, right? And then it's setting up enough Zoroarks to combat their artillery, picking off their artillery. If they pick off one Zoroark, you still have the other ones, whereas they never set up more than one artillery. So that's how you try to win the War of Attrition, by keeping up with the one-hit KOs and targeting down their Pokemon advantage. So yeah, the rest of the list is pretty self-explanatory. The 4-4 Zoroark, the 3-2 Golisopod support line, the triple psychic attackers. Double new was also pretty insane, because once it goes down, you don't have to double puzzle for it again. You can actually just search for the other one. If one is priced, there's the other one. If this had been Mewtwo, I would not have made day 2 at the regional. The counter catcher is also insane. Double Evo Soda for consistency. I would have loved a second parallel, but there's generally no space. I would have also loved a second Enhanced Hammer, but there was generally no space. This card, as I said, is the Enhanced Hammer, this one right that you guys can't see. It's a counter catcher. And then the supporters are pretty self-explanatory, the energy, etc. So let's jump into the ladder and play a few matches with this whilst I answer all of your guys' questions. But my son, you're interested to see here how you beat Metagross Solgaleo with ZoroPod. It was generally a very easy match. They're super inconsistent, they're very slow. Metagross can never one-shot your guys, so all you need to do is take the initiative on the Solgaleo and you're good to go. They're never going to set up a second Solgaleo, so once that goes down, then it becomes their max potions versus your Acerolas, except you have double puzzle to just heal every single time. So it's really it's generally a very easy matchup. Metagross with Dustmane would have been a lot harder than Metagross Solgaleo generally. So yeah, that was like, I was happy that was my round 8 opponent. I was just happy it was not another BUZZROC. Generally, I was just happy for that. I was happy it wasn't another BUZZROC. I ended up playing, oh my gosh, this hand is so insanely good. I mean, Latios is even good against Malamar. Like, you already have an insanely good Malamar matchup, right? I don't think I want the Latios here. And then we'll pass. Eluk, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube as well. Appreciate you being here. Greeny, I definitely didn't miss the free treat with Coco. I compensated that with the second float stone. That was the reasoning behind it. But yeah, I definitely did not miss the free treat whatsoever. Okay, so my opponent is clearly dead drawing. So I feel like it would be worth it to just Lele for Mallow. To guarantee the DC to get the first hit in. Because we will set it up to the point where we can just win next turn. Right? By Mallowing for a DC and another Wimpod potentially. Or the Latios even. I guess I'll go for the Latios. Ray, thank you so much for the follow. So let's get Latios. I would go for another Zorua, but it's actually priced, which is fine. And then as long as we two-shot this Ultra Necrozma, it's completely fine. I'll get rid of the counter catcher. I don't think we're gonna be falling behind anytime soon. And so I should evolve here to prevent the easy price. And so let's hit for 100 and then potentially win next turn. Pretty broken hand indeed. Jedi, for the next tournament, you want me to come as an M&M supporter? I would love that, Jedi. At this point, I really want to lose weight, so anyone who's considering giving me M&Ms, I will appreciate them and I will accept them very happily. But if you want to help me out, give me protein bars instead. Chocolate protein bars. That will help me a lot more than having more M&Ms lying around the house, because I'm very weak when it comes to chocolate. But thank you so much. Jake, I did not cover the Sylveon list from Sheffield. I didn't pay too much attention to the results of that tournament outside of top 8. I could cover Sylveon. I don't think it's a very interesting deck to watch. But I could cover it. It's been a while since I last covered Sylveon, so I could definitely do that. Hello Spicy Chicken, thank you so much for being here. Jack, Solgaleo is good on its own. I feel like it's gonna be good with a promo Solgaleo, but it's just not gonna be good anytime soon. Okay, so my opponent's obviously gonna play the 1 kill game, so I don't think I'm gonna need 2 Acerolas. I think 1 should be enough. I'm gonna trade the Ultra Ball and Enhance Hammer, that's fine. I mean, I could try and target down an well, I actually can't because I have no way to retreat. I'll just Cynthia here. This is fine. I think I just hold. Well, I might attach to Golisopod or to Latios. I have no clue. I think Golisopod is fine, just to start using Armor Press potentially. And alright, just beating. My opponent needs a lot. My opponent needs a Floatstone, a Metal plus Choice Band or a Beast, and double Malamar, and another Psychic Energy into discard pile. But he just promotes the Ultra. Okay, so we're definitely not getting attacked this turn. We're 100% not getting attacked. What do you think about the ZoroPod list that won the whole event? I mean, it's pretty solid, right? Oh, he has double B-String. Does he have Choice Band as well? Wow, he has double B-String. Okay, fair enough. He just goes all for energy. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Pixel Slayer, thanks so much for the follow. So who did win? Ether ended up winning with ZoroPod. The chat is moving too fast for me to keep up. The list looks pretty good. Login Master, it's only a few cards different from what I had. It's less consistent to an extent. What do you think the Psychic Pokemon lineup should be in ZoroRock? I think ZoroRock has less use for the Mew, for the double Mew, just because like with double Mew in here, you can also copy First Impression. You also have Professor Kukui, so I feel like you do need 3 Psychic type attackers, so I would go double Mew plus Mewtwo or Mewtwo plus Latios in ZoroRock. I feel like that's what I would probably do. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spread with the Latios. I don't have N in my discard pile. How do I not have N in my discard pile? Is Greninja deck good anymore? Yes, it's still pretty good. It's definitely pretty good. I mean, am I just gonna double puzzle because I can? That doesn't feel right. I think I'm gonna trade. Can I get your pro opinion on ZoroPod odor? What's odor? I have no idea what the odor means. I have no idea what the odor part means. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna play the double puzzle. Because I might need to chase this guy down. And then 30 onto the Lele as well. 30 onto the Lele to keep them in range. Oh, ZoroPod with Garbodor? Not a fan. It takes away too much consistency. And the damage counter from the Rainbow could matter against something like Mewtwo GX. I'm not a big fan, honestly, not a big fan. If I missed a message, please let me know. And Josh, you're going to find Tacos al Pastor. Okay, Josh, there you need to go. You're near the city center. Oh my gosh, he has the Guzma and the energy. Are you kidding me? Well, at least he went for Golisopod instead of Zoroark. I am okay with that. Jeez. I need a lot of things here. I might have to double puzzle for Mallow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. I need my other choice band. Okay. Yeah, double puzzle for Mallow here. For Mallow and Golisopod? And then yeah, because Zoroark requires a lot of basic Pokemon. Okay, so Mallow for the choice band, which I'm hoping is not priced. It's not. I won't be able to N, which really stinks. So I'll grab the Lele. Yeah, I'll grab the Lele. For Tacos al Pastor, I think you should try to go to a place called what's the name? What's the name of the place? You should go for a place called I can't think today. I mean, I have game next turn on the Lele, right? We just need for something to survive. What's the name of the place? I just forgot it. What's the name of the place? What's the name of the place? What's the name of the place? When was the last time you considered Greninja, and how did your friends talk you out of it? They reminded me of what happened in London. I didn't make day 2 because I sycamored into no water energy, and then just that completely demolished me. So, come on, you don't have it. You do. You do have it. You do have a third Ultra Necrozma. And you're gonna have the Raw Guzma in your hand? Or you're gonna have Floatstone? Floatstone, Ultra, Metal, Choice Band. Oh, okay, Sycamore. Okay, so we're still alive. I mean, my opponent has a chance to just outright win here. What's the name of the place, Josh? Tama Drummer, thank you so much. Very nice. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Thank you so much for the bits. Very, very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Okay, so my opponent just passes and he says well played. We don't have the win just yet, so I'm gonna have to thin my deck to find that other TCE as much as possible. There's only one TCE left. I mean, I could have end here. I only have one TCE left. These are not good odds. These are actually not good odds. I've been cut. What's the name, Josh? Look, give me 1 second. Okay, there's the DC. What's the name of the place that I'm thinking? Gaonas. El Califa. El Califa. Okay, Josh, you should go to El Califa. There should be one very near where you are at. You should get the Gaonas there. Okay, get the Gaonas, and then the Pastor is nice there as well, but ask them for them to really cook it. Yeah, ask them for them to really cook it. Jake, what do you think about Zork Macargo? Zork Macargo probably gonna do their rounds. I don't think it's gonna be good in standard or as good because bench space is at a premium and you'd rather have like another supporter attacker there. But in expanded, Zork Macargo is probably gonna be very, very good. Okay, this is a very nice hand. We're up against a fairy type deck. We did beat the Ultra Necrozma, which was nice. It was a very tight game. Nico Bianchi, siempre toca hablar en inglés, pero también se puede hablar en español. Ray, how did Zygarde went so far in our tournament? I mean, Zygarde has decent attacks, right? I have not seen the list. People were saying it's already on Limitless. I didn't see it. I've seen a Zygarde Lycanroc list on Limitless. I don't know if it's Alex's. I got her here. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it's what the list looks like. When it does, I'll show it on the channel and we'll analyze it together and we'll see what it was that made it work so well. But yeah, I would assume it destroys Zoroark. I would assume that's the number one reason why it was good. It destroys Zoroark. Okay, this is where Latios is gonna put in work. Yeah, Latios is gonna take a hit. Latios is gonna immediately threaten, and Latios is also going to punish my opponent for not playing the healing Ralts. The Ralts that deals 10 damage and heals itself. Yeah, so 30-30 spread. The chip damage is very nice. The way we get punished here is Rare Candy Cardi Energy to knock out the Latios. My opponent chooses to Delinquent. I am completely okay with that. I'll get rid of the counter catcher because we're probably gonna be in the lead. Jeraves, thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, these three cards. Everything that's not about consistency. And my opponent goes for the Mumble. So see, he could have healed 10 damage to prevent this KO. Now we're at a point where if we find Kuzma, we could actually get this double knockout, which would immediately be game. 100% would immediately be game. Do you require your students to keep a log of win-losses to review with you on coaching days? No, Tamadrummer, it's not a requirement. Some people do it, others don't. It's completely up to you, but it definitely is helpful. It definitely helps. Yeah, people find that it helps them out. So why not, right? Oh my gosh, we hit the Lele for the Guzma. Latios is so broken. Latios is so broken. You're welcome, Ray. Pod hits for weakness against Lycanroc and Zygarde. Yeah, so last where do I find someone to trade me, Salazar? There's a lot of options for coaching out there. There are a lot of people who do coaching now. If you want information on my services, feel free to send me a message on Facebook. This is insane. Latios is so broken. We just get the prices right here. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so last round, I was in a win-and-in scenario. One of my best friends was in a win-and-in scenario. And the other person with 27 points was Alex Szymanski. We were hoping that I would hit Alex, therefore I would have the weakness advantage with Golisopod, and he would hit the BUZZROC, which he had been beating all day, and he was very confident. I ended up playing as the BUZZROC, which beat me in game 3 with triple Rock Guzma, and he ended up hitting the Zygarde, which completely decimated him. So if it had been a little bit different, we would have been it would have been nice to be in top cut with one of my best friends. And that's a game. Cardi is a little bit on the slower side to compete, in my opinion. It is a stage 2 deck. That's what holds it back. Like, Cardi's an amazing card, but it's just a stage 2. The one problem with Gardevoir is that it's a stage 2. And thank you guys. Thank you so much for the nice messages. And yeah, Bomizon ZoroPod definitely feels like a bad matchup for Zygarde. Real life testing with friends helps. Definitely helps. Latios was insane this game, and that Latios was just very good in different situations for me the whole weekend. Yes, Q Physics. If you're interested in coaching, send me a message either to my personal Facebook or to Tablemon, and I will be happy to give you all the details. The darkpatch.com also has a few options, as Kumi Girl says. Some really top-notch players there as well. Someone's PC also offers coaching stuff. I'm pretty sure all the writers there offer coaching as well. So there's a ton of options out there. Yeah. It's very nice for you guys because there's a ton of options. Hello, 9 out of 10. Does Volcanion still have a place in the meta? No, it hasn't had a place in the meta in so long. Okay, my opponent starts Buzz, which is very nice. And he ends us, which means we have a chance to get DC Latios, which we don't, but that's okay. Gets a pretty good hand off of the Brooklet. There's the other Buzz. There's an Elixir. If that hits, that's the ideal start. Yep. That is the ideal start. Okay, so there's no way I don't bridge it here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get triple Zorua, but turns out I'm not. I'll get double Wimpod. He's threatening with the Rockruff, so I'll get double Wimpod. And I could just bench the other Mew, but I really shouldn't because I need the space for Layla. Are you giving your current list, Salazar? Yeah, I posted it on Facebook. It's on my Instagram, it's on Facebook, it's on Twitter. I don't think there's much of a reason to be secretive about lists after tournaments, generally. Okay, does my opponent have knockout here? Does he actually have knockout? Yeah, with a choice band, he will have knockout. Oh my gosh. So I should have benched the other Mew. I was not expecting him to get a KO here. I definitely wasn't. 30, 60, 80, 100. Oof, sledgehammers for 100 only. Okay, very nice. I really wanna. Okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna have to dig with Sycamore, and it really sucks that I'm gonna have to discard the Mew. However, if my Mallow is in the deck, which it is, now I can just Lele for for Mallow, for DC, and potentially Floatstone. Or actually probably a draw supporter. I think that's my play. I'm gonna Lele for Mallow for a DCE to get this knockout. And then something else to KO. Like, I have the Guzma to chase down the... maybe a second Zoroark, actually. I actually think it's gonna be a second Zoroark. Just so that I can keep trading. The thing is, what do I trade though? Maybe a puzzle piece, actually. Nah, not a puzzle piece. Well, yeah, a puzzle piece. And that way I can Mallow for... I can double puzzle for Mallow again. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I'm glad we thought this through, guys. So let's trade. Well, if he knocks out... yeah, if he knocks out my Zoroark, that's fine. I can double puzzle for Mallow and Zoroark. Yeah. Guys, we're doing very nicely here. Okay, so we get the first knockout. Double Mew means more Mew EX starts. Indeed, that is correct. But starting Mew EX against the most popular deck and the best deck in the format is not terrible. Is Latios busted now? Yes. Zoroark out insertion with Kukui? Potentially, yes. I do like Latios. I do really like Latios. Oops, I forgot to take my prize card. Let me see. I know I missed something. Do I still play Double Mew? Yes, I play Double Mew. Gareth, can you tell me how expensive on average is a real meta deck in Mexican? I have no idea how much Lele's cost in Mexico, but I would assume like 4,000 pesos probably. What 3 Pokemon from Celestial Storm are you looking forward to the most? Other than Rayquaza GX Greeny, I generally have not checked out the... I have not checked out the I feel like I go after Rockruff or I go after Octillery. One of the two. I feel like Octillery would be better. It's such an awkward hand though. I mean, I should trade first. Because I don't need anything technically. What I need is a second Zoroark. With a second Zoroark, I would be completely okay. Okay. No. That doesn't work. Because he evolves, knocks up. I feel like I have to target down the Rockruff. Or I target down the Buzzwole and play around. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to target down the Buzzwole. And that way I play around Sledgehammer. I think that's my play 100%. And I'll get back the Mallow. I don't need a... Okay, so the Double Mew. Double Mew putting in the work. We're definitely behind though. I am not evolving because if I evolve then he targets on... Well, maybe I should bait him into that. No. Yeah, maybe I should bait him into that. Then I'm gonna have to Mallow though. I'm not gonna bait him into that. The issue is he has the GX to target down my Zoroark. That's the biggest issue. And we have no more Zoroark. So we could be in trouble here. Yeah. Yeah, Josh's son Parker won the event. That was pretty cool. Someone should be next to Paolo when he streams with a bowl of M&Ms. That would be pretty funny. What do you think the odds are of Summer speaking to you at Worlds? What's the matchup? I'm gonna say it's 50-50. If she enjoys my videos, then maybe she'll be happy to play against me. Okay, if he targets down Zoroark... Oh, he chooses not to use the ability, so he's gonna target down the Mew. Okay. Which is smart. Which is very smart because he eliminates my energy and therefore I can't just retreat. Right? So I'm gonna have to Mallow. Unless I top deck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Mallow. 100% I'm gonna have to Mallow. So he's trying to set up a win condition to where he will Guzma knock out my Zoroark for his last two prizes. Correct? Therefore, Therefore, I should get the parallel with this Mallow and the floatstone. And if he doesn't end me, I win. And if he ends me, well, it's what I had to do, you know? It's generally what I had to do. I need the Guzma. I should keep the Cynthia for outs after he ends me down to 1. So the puzzle is a discarded card, unfortunately. I might even want to get rid of the Lele. I generally might actually want to get rid of the Lele. I think that's my play. Actually, the floatstone though. If I had thought this through, I would not have placed the floatstone there. I mean, it's gonna take a lot to knock out the Lele. So, I mean, I'll play this just to thin. And I'll retreat, and this is gonna be weird, but it's what I have to do to eliminate his win condition. Definitely the Zoroark. I'm just not sure though. I don't think the Lele, because the Lele takes away my win condition where I just Guzma for the win. So, first impression. And Catlam, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. This is a high level-ish play, I guess. It's a high level-ish play. My opponent 100% needs to end, and he's used 2 ends. So unless he has a third one, I'm hoping we have the game locked. I should have discarded the Lele. I should have just said, eh. No, because I don't have a way to win then with Guzma. I don't have a way to win with Guzma. There's a float, that's fine. Joe Bro, thank you so much for the congrats. Team by Pokemon, thank you so much for the host as well, Faisal. Oh, there's a strong. So that's base 120. With a choice band, Guzma gets him to 1 flip. Yeah, that's as best he can go. Oh my gosh, he does have the end. Are you kidding me? He has the third end. That's fine. I mean, that was expected, you know? We get the end. And he has a Fizzle, and we don't have a single Zoroark. So he's just gonna swing around. And what are we gonna top deck? It comes down to a top deck now, because he can't two-shot me. Okay, so I guess we end then. And we get a puzzle piece. So a lot of games do come down to this against BUZZROC. He had the end, you know? He had the end already in his hand. There was nothing we could have done. Out of the 20 cards he had left, he had the end. What do you do there? Right? What do you do there? There's nothing you can do. If he doesn't have the end, we win. If he has the end, he wins. And that's how the game goes sometimes. Yeah, that's a BUZZROC matchup in a nutshell, I guess. That's actually the BUZZROC matchup in a nutshell. Yeah, that's okay. Like, that's a loss. It's sour. You know you did your best. You just couldn't end in the key turns. Maybe knocking out Octillery was the right call. Maybe KOing the Buzzle was a bit too greedy in that instance. Maybe I should have just KO'd the Rockruff, perhaps. Maybe I should have gone for Octillery and just accepted Sledgehammer as a play. Yeah? Not sure. Devil Sneasel. So yeah. Let's play another game of this deck. Yeah, let's play another game of this deck. You have fed the M&M command. It will say you have fed Pablo some M&Ms. Why am I playing 13th place ZoroPod? Because I got 13th place with ZoroPod. What do you think the best deck is? I still think the best deck is BUZZROC. It's just inherently stupidly powerful. That's the reality. It's inherently the most powerful deck. When will this deck be up on YouTube? Q Physics. This deck would be up on YouTube until Friday, but excuse me. But my list is already published on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So as long as you follow me in any of those, Zoro Garb. As long as you follow me on any of those social media platforms, you can just go to my latest posts and check out my list. Yeah. Nico Bianchi, ¿cuál es el mejor budget deck? Greninja. No, 100% Greninja or Passimian. Do I have Seb's Sheffield deck loaded up? I believe I do, yes. I believe I do. Tommy Roberts, a good player from the United Kingdom. We get an extra 2 cards, which is very nice. Our hand is now pretty insane, honestly. Pretty insane. Latios could put in the work here, but we didn't start with a free trigger, so I'm not gonna bother with Latios. Opinion on Gulligarb, not a fan. Not a fan whatsoever of Gulligarb. Do I go 4th Zorua here? I mean, I am limiting the bench space, but I will have double Zork, so that seems okay. Yeah, let's out trade my opponent. We have 2 field blowers, so one is priced. One is 100% priced. He's a scrub. How do you feel about the best 1 price attacker in Ultra Grozma right now? I like 2 Hoopas and 1 Mewtwo. I like those the most. I definitely like those the most. And you're welcome, Q Physics. Always, almost always, like in my social media, I will have posted the list that I end up using at tournaments. Yeah, almost always. Mewtwo and Tina are pretty good as well. Do you think Diantha makes Sylveon Mill viable? Not really, Vortex, because Malamar is a thing. And Buzzle is also pretty strong. And Rafa, thank you so much for the extra bits. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. Brazil, I have gained a lot of weight, yes, and I'm actively trying to. I went to the gym today. I haven't missed a day of gym or running in the past few weeks. I am working to lose that weight. I am, and that's why I don't want people to give me M&Ms at tournaments anymore. I would prefer Quest bars or any sort of protein bar works. But yes, I have gained a lot of weight. I am not happy about it, and I am working to lose it. That's why I have chicken cooking right now, and that's why I'm trying to eat a lot of protein and only drink water and stuff. We may have tried panditas rellenos. I have no idea what that is, Josh. I actually have no idea what a pandita relleno is. Did you play the same 60 at regionals and the SP that I won, Dalton? No, I played a different list at each event. Only slightly different though. The DC top deck is very nice. I don't think I'm gonna be using Mew. We could see. Okay, by taking out this Trubbish, I don't have to worry about my abilities getting shut off next turn. So I'm just gonna take the KO and be happy about it. I could have taken a knockout on Zorua, but I'd rather just eliminate the Trubbishes because essentially, if there's no Garb, it's his worst Zoroark deck against my better Zoroark deck. So that's fine. And Brazil, thanks so much for the follow. It's a gummy bear that seems to be a cucumber and pepper flavored. Okay, that doesn't sound very appealing. And Ruben, thank you so much for the extra bits. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What else am I missing? You just played against Zygarde with my ZoroPod list. Yeah, my opponent was under complete control 6-2 by the time they conceded. Such a bad matchup. Yeah, I wish that had been my win and in. That would have been a great win and in to hit. Okay, seems like my opponent's just not drawing well right here. So let's trade. He's 100% gonna be using Trash Challenge, right? There's no way you don't use Trash Challenge. Yeah, he's using Trash Challenge. So we don't get an energy. I could overextend to retreat and attack him. Or I could just hit the Lele for 150 and be happy about it. And then Latios can come and finish this guy off. He's also using Latios, which is pretty cool. And then if you're running Psychic Energy, Latios with a Choice Band 1-hit KOs a Puzzle GX, which is pretty nice. Thank you, Jedi. Thank you. I will happily update it. Yeah, I'm not bothered. It's just a question. It's really no big deal. It's a question. I know I've gained weight and I'm trying to lose it. There's no big deal. No big deal. It's okay to have that conversation. It's okay. When I was younger, I would definitely get very agitated by that, if you will. Like, I would not enjoy talking about my weight. It was a very sensitive subject. But now that I'm a 30-year-old mature person, I can accept that sort of comment. Okay, so there's another DC. There's a Guzma. Herman has used one Iserola. He has no ZoroArks though, which is good. I feel like I'm gonna trade the Mew. I hope I'm not missing like basic Pokemon afterwards. I should Acerola, right? Definitely should Acerola. Yeah, and that way I get another trade as well. M&M command. Okay, I will put both. Thank you so much, Jedi. Thank you so much. I don't think I want to trade anything else. Well, I do want more trades though, and I would love to find a field blower. The thing is, counter catcher. I'm not gonna be falling behind anytime soon. Okay, there's a field blower, which is nice. I mean, I assume my opponent's just gonna end me next turn with a Lele he just recovered, but that's okay. Right? That's okay. Thank you, Team 5 Pokemon. Thank you so much. So if BUZZROC is the best, I have all the cards. What list should I follow for Worlds? Salad, I think it's a little bit too early to say for Worlds because there's a brand new set coming out before Worlds, and Rayquaza GX seems to be very good. But I still really like the list that won Madison Regionals. I think that's a really good list. I also like the 11th place list and the top 8 list by Sander Pero and Michael Pramawat. That's a pretty good list as well. All of those are good options to follow. I think BUZZROC now comes down to your personal preference. How many baby Buzz do you wanna run? Do you want to run the thicker 2-2 Lycanroc? Do you want to run the thicker 2-2 Octillery for consistency? How many supporters? I think all of that can come down to personal preference, honestly, at this point. So Limitless has the results from Mexico City. Limitless already has the results from Mexico City. Did I see the Armor Press bug is fixed? Yeah, we noticed in the previous stream. We noticed. Armor Press was bugged indeed, and it definitely took them quite a while to get it fixed. Okay, so my opponent just decides to give up on the Lele. I might just try and do this. I really don't want to trade item cards. So then I can trade item cards, and therefore I just knock out the Trubbish and be done with it, right? And I can even play this before my opponent plays it himself. So he's gonna discard the Zorua, I'll take down the Trubbish, and we should be good to go. There's no way he discards ZoroArks, and he's gonna want to keep the Trubbish. Or if he discards the Trubbish, it's like KOing it. Like, I don't care which one he knocks out, I'll just knock out the other one. I'll go down to even prizes, and then it's gonna be an Acerola War, of which I have 2, and I assume he only has 1, so I should be good. Right, I should be good. They have top 8 posted. Okay, that's cool. I checked earlier and I didn't see it. Is Malamar WOB fixed? I actually have no idea. I have not checked it out. I actually have no idea. Okay, so now I'm more comfortable trading away item cards, especially with all the ones that I haven't played. I've played 3 now, or discarded 3, which is completely fine. So yeah, let's take down the Trubbish. That way we won't be out traded anytime soon. And eventually I can find the Latios to pick this guy off. If he keeps focusing on this guy, then we'll take the knockout. That's completely fine as well. Now we have triple field blower, so not even a chance of carb actually affecting us, and all good. All good here. Okay. So this will be the last game of ZoroPod. If you guys really want to see the Zygarde list, I can build it. Like, give me like 5 minutes in between the decks and I will happily build it. If you guys want to see it, let me know in the chat and I will build it for you guys. I will happily show it off. It'll be the first time that I'll use it though. 3 parallels, yeah, 3 parallels is good. I'm not a big fan, but 3 parallels is definitely good. You don't understand why people play Zoro Garb. Just free wins if I face it at any IC with another Zoro deck. I'm also not a big fan of Zoro Garb. Buzz Garb, pretty good. Zoro Garb, iffy, right? A little bit on the iffy side. Okay, so my opponent thinking really, really hard. Time for some cheesecake. I'm actually getting hungry. It's time for chicken, rather. It's gonna be time for chicken. No cheesecake for Pablo until I lose the 20 pounds that I gained. No cheesecake for Pablo. Only if there's like cheesecake protein bars. Oh, my opponent left. My opponent has left the building. So we're just gonna take the knockout. We're gonna wait. And thank you, Jedi. You want to see how it functions without Bunny? Yeah. Okay. I'll do that, guys. Once I'm done with this game, I'll go find the list. I'll make it, and then we'll go over it, and then we shall learn together. Yeah. Yeah, they AFK and give up. There's a victory. Okay, perfect. That's pretty cool, Josh. That's pretty cool. I love lifting weights. That's what I did today in the morning in the gym. I went to squat. I squatted 150 pounds, and then I overhead pressed like 90 pounds, and then I deadlifted 225 pounds. So that's what I did in the morning. I love lifting weights, and then tomorrow is a running day, and then Wednesday is lifting again and stuff like that. So it should be fun. I love it. Okay, guys, so if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps out the channel. It takes 1 second and it really does make a difference. And if you're watching live with me on Twitch, don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back. I'm gonna go build the Zygarde list so that we can learn with it together. Okay, so don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right